Hello everyone, War Angel here and welcome back to the Eastern Roman Empire campaign for Total War Attila. Now this episode is a bit of a landmark for the channel as it is the 50th episode of the series. I can't believe that this campaign has gone on for so long, and I've enjoyed it now as much as I did when I first started it, and I'm glad to see by the numbers as well that a fair few of you are still enjoying this campaign. I imagine it's not the most popular one in the world, but still I'm glad to see that so many of you are still tuning in every week to watch it, despite all the hiccups that have come up on the way and the delays in videos and the like. So thank you very much, and I hope you continue to stick around as we wipe out the Huns and establish the Eastern Roman Empire campaign. No, campaign, what am I talking about? I'm so used to saying it like that. But yes, I hope you just stick around so we win the campaign and get my first divine triumph in the game. That'll be a fantastic bit of accomplishment for me to do. So, without further ado, let's get into the game and play a little fun game I like to do, which is called Hunt the Hun. As that is our main objective for this episode, is to find Attila and wipe him off the face of this map. We've already defeated him twice, so we've only got to do one, maybe two more times, until the notification comes up, and then we can go after him and take the Huns off the map once and for all. So, with that done, let's go up to where the action was. In fact, what's the notifications? Oh yes, I forgot. We had Nabatea, my faithful puppet state that had been loyal to me since the beginning of the campaign, have now turned their back on me, despite me being very nice to them, and even given them their own province after I razed Axum down to the ground and allowed them to recolonize it instead. So I need to send at least one legion, maybe two, in order to go down there just to deal with them. So in fact, before we move up to deal with Attila, I did have a legion here that I was in the middle of recruiting, and we just need to get some cavalry. So I'll tell you what, let's move over to here and see what cavalry units we can get.
Ready for further orders.
Let's see, to be honest, I'm tempted to go more for the Scalae Palatinae rather than the Exurbitores Cavalry Guard. Although we do have Promotii, Kilabari. No, we'll go for the Scalae Palatinae. It's going to take 2 turns for them to recruit, but they're going to be good against cavalry, which is going to be pretty useful against the more eastern factions like Nabatea and that. So we're going to get 2 units of these. Once they're recruited, we can send them down along with the fleet and head down in order to attack them. And I can't decide yet, given the level of treachery that they've done, whether to just conquer their cities or just burn them all to the ground. One or the other. I'll decide when we get down there. But now we need to find Attila. Now, last we left him, he was around about here, but he's now seemed to have done a bit of a runner. Okay. Now, the thing is, we can't see through the fog of war, so I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Actually, let's pop through here and see. Sclavanians have turned up back. When did that happen? They've taken here again. I thought I'd wiped them off the face of the map, but apparently they've decided to re-establish themselves. Suds. Okay, we've got the Drifters. I'm thinking that's one of the... Once you wipe out a horde with the Huns, a brand new one is spawned. So I think this one's a brand new one given its location. Alright, we lost the Artist. Both the Avgrids have now turned... Oh, the Avgrids were embraced Tengriism at one point. Interesting. The Arya have now become Greek Christians. They're following in our footsteps. It's so nice to see. We lost someone to natural causes. We've taken attrition. And of course we completed actually the minor campaign victory in the end of the last episode. So yeah, we've just got to continue now in order to get a divine triumph. That's my main goal. We've actually achieved one of them already. We've got 120 settlements already. We need to wipe out 11 more factions, and we need to see about dealing with Sarmatia, Europia. So we need to come back here and do something about that. Go for Italia and Liguria once we've dealt with the Huns. We've got a couple of buildings we need to sort out as well. Okay. 5 more provinces for here, 9 more technologies, and that is going to be achieved very, very quickly given the amount of income I'm making. So yeah, sounds like a plan. Anyway, enough said, let's go down and deal with Attila. So, in order to find Attila, one of the easiest things to do is actually rely on the diplomacy screen, because Attila is the main faction leader for the Huns. So, when you're in a Horde faction, it will tell you exactly where the faction leader is. So he apparently is on the border between Rhytiacum and Noricum. And if we look at the province in particular, he is in Uvavum here, which belongs to the Alamans, and we've got the Saxons up here. Okay, the town of Uvavum is right here, so it's somewhere on the border between Kosagis and here. Okay, let's find these places. So Kosagis is here, and Uvavum's here. So Attila has disappeared into, I would say, this road along here, next to the mountain and next to the forest. Little cheeky sod. He's probably force marched, so even if I send all my agents down here, we're gonna find it quite hard to try and track him down. But if we send them down, at least we hopefully might be able to spot him in the fog of war. Is that him? No, that's
Stopping to sharpen my knives.
Damn. Okay, but we continue sending him down here. If we can track him down, we'll attack him with my agents again and again and again until he's got his movement points reduced. And we're still sending my armies after him to sort him out. We're going to be trespassing a bit, but to be honest, I'm not really that fussed. Is it worth me trying to see about doing an ambush? Or at least try to make it look like we're being attacked? Tell you what does it take in fact to do an ambush?
Commander?
Apparently we can't do it. Okay. Tell you what, let's move you into here. It might be because of the fact that the Mount Territory terrain is not suitable, or well, now we've just moved too far. Tell you what, we'll move you back over to this side.
We cannot do that.
If we are going to have to move forward, at least we've got to have a river battle, which will be a bit more ideal to face. So let's do that. You guys can move forward as well. We're still on the green, so we're not going to worry about attrition this time. We did take a few casualties after the end of the last turn because of being on the snow. Okay, we got other Hunnic armies here, but I don't want to really attack them because while Attila's still alive, basically you're just going to be having them respawning again and again and again. So it's better just to wipe out Attila and then we can go after the Huns when they're not going to be coming back to fight us at full strength, or even more powerful when you consider the higher tier units that the respawned units get. So that's something. Speaking of fighting the Huns though, I did ask in the previous video for some advice about army composition in order to deal with them, and a few of you managed to give some really good tips. So for the most part it seems to be that a more solid infantry base, something that can weather the storm of arrows, is a good idea, which is luckily a lot of my infantry can do. But I'm terrible with names, I remembered who said what, so I do apologise if I don't name you specifically, but it was mentioned in the comments that I should be relying a bit on archers and crossbowmen and the like, as their range can outrange the Hunnic horse archers. That's the word, I was trying to think of it. And someone else mentioned about using cavalry and pikemen, which, given the fact of the amount of arrows I face, I'd be more leaning towards spearmen. But they also mentioned, what was the name of the cavalry unit? It was the one over here that I remember. Tagmata Cavalry. I actually looked them up, and I remember when Attila first came out, there was a whole thing in the forums for Total War about how powerful the Tagmata Cavalry is. So I'm thinking I'm actually going to go and research that. It's going to take 12 turns, but it's doable. So we'll do that, and we've still got a little bit of cash. I'm going to save that up. So 2 more turns for the 8th Legion, the Invicta, Legio, to be ready, and we can send it down and to deal with Nabatea. We are going to have them attacking my settlements in the meantime, but we'll just have to accept that sort of thing. What I will do though is just to get some payback. We can come off here. I'm going to set a war target on their largest army, so if Africa want to get involved, they're more than welcome to. Not that I'm expecting much, but you never know. Who are actually at war with at the moment? Got the Danes, the Huns, Nabatea, the Rugians. When did we become war with the Rugians? I don't remember that. The Afgrids and Parthia. Oh yeah, I remember now as well. We have an army that's supposed to be marching towards Parthia and that over here, so let's see how they're doing.
We hunger for battle.
Okay, we should be able to march straight up towards Dagestan, and Arya have gotten involved already. So what we're going to do, we're going to first of all take you off. We're just going to have you march straight towards Dagestan.
None will escape.
I doubt the enemy's going to try and ambush us or anything like that, but I do remember they had a larger army, so we may see it somewhere. Oh, must have disappeared off somewhere else. We do have a small army here. This was my mainly mercenary one I was recruiting in order to deal with the rebellion that took place down here, but we dealt with that. Okay, what was the other thing? Oh yeah, Govasganza. We're in a position to now with my faction leader, even though it's been snowing, to go after Rugion. So we're going to do that. Yeah, we've got Duna up here, we've got an army here just to deal with the Embers thing and the survivors of the Danish invasion against my province up there, and I took it. So yeah, we're going to head down there now, take Rugion. We are taking a bit of attrition along the way, but that's okay. Nordic Spearmen, these are the higher tier ones, they're not levies. Frigates, to be honest, I just want to feel like auto-resolving it a little bit. We'll just do that. Balance pass, very much in my favour. Nice balanced auto-resolve, shouldn't give me too many casualties, I'm thinking. Okay, a few more than I was intending, but still, we got over 1,000 men survived from that, and we'll be able to replenish them after this turn as well. We're going to occupy the settlement because we've taken Govasganza already. And I can decide now what to do regarding the other provinces up here. In fact, let me see about this. First of all, we're going to demolish this. We'll demolish the farmstead so we can get that sorted. We'll repair that. We'll demolish this so we can get down to tier 2 and then I can easily convert it over. Stores, we'll kind of keep the stores for now. Although, to be honest, we're making so little food that it's not making much of a difference anyway. Hang on, we're very infertile in fact, so I'll tell you what, let's swap this over to fishing jetties for now to pay for there. The Great Hall I think I would like to keep because of the public order bonus, but it might be better to swap it over for my own public building, which doesn't take as much. Yeah, we'll do that. And we can convert over, but let's take one of these, we don't need any of them. So we'll demolish that. Okay, you guys will be able to replenish, and then we can actually go after Havnen and Alabu in order to see about taking those. Or I might just wave them and let the Geats take it, since we're not at war with them. We've got Frezio as well. So many options. Okay. I think that's it for now. Oh, we've got a bunch of skills to go up. Veteran, we're just going to increase tactics so we can harass enemy armies. Because we've done all these ones already. What can we actually give him for this again? Childhood Friend increases the enemy agent's success chance. I'll pass, thank you. Nice of you to think about that. And again, we'll do the same with you. We can issue a provincial governor. I'm thinking, given the fact that it's a bit unstable up there, I'm going to put one for Govasganza. So if we pop on here, we'll just track down Govasganza. And we need to find someone who's suitable. Gaius, what are you like? You are very authoritative. You know what, that would be perfect for an unstable province. So we'll do that. And if we head back up to here as well. Okay, we can pick one of these. I think given the food situation for now, I'm just going to go for rural development. That should hopefully help out. And plus, when we knock these down, I'll get 30... Yeah, that will sort that out for the food bit. And knocking this down will get rid of that as well. Okay. Sounds like a plan. So yeah, we're going to have a few more turns into I can get the Tagmata Cavalry, and I will be interested to check those out, like I said, from what I've read up, and I remember there was a whole thing in the forums about them. Tagmata are very powerful, and I've never had a chance to use them since this is the first proper time I've played as the Eastern Roman Empire in Attila, so I'm looking forward to giving them a go. The shame though, I'm thinking about it. It would have been nice if I had the opportunity to do something like that if I played as the Ostrogoths, but my experience when I first played Attila way back when it first came out, the Roman factions aren't the biggest fans of building up high-tier infantry compounds so you can actually get the decent Roman units. It was all very frustrating. I remember that was so annoying when I went back and replayed as them. I just thought, well, I can't actually do anything nice with them. I can't get anything better than the Common Tenensis Spears, which was quite, ugh, you know? Alright. The Huns are moving about. I did see they were started to lay siege to one of my towns. That's okay, we've got a full stack there from what I saw, so we should be able to manage pretty fine against it. Especially when we take the town garrison into account. Yep, go after my Western Roman allies by all means. If you want to damage them so I can take their lands off them later, I'm happy about that. I'm still a little bit torn about what to do with Italia and Liguria, since we will have to take those as part, or at least have an ally in control of those in order to achieve that objective. So, Italia itself, I think that means going after Rome, and I can't remember what the situation is with Rome at the moment. Whether it's something I should see about going after? Ooh, Rugians. Interesting. I wonder if I should be... Oh, Nobatia as well. You've come back to Paratonium. Okay. Well, I can't do anything about the army, and because of them attacking, we've actually been pretty weak. So I'm just going to let them sack it again. Well, I don't know, they might take it. You never know. Decisive defeat. And you just sacked it. That's okay. One more turn and then your vengeance will be coming. I can't believe they betrayed me after this entire campaign so far. And it's not like it's, you know, the well-divided mechanic in Shogun 2 or anything. I was hoping they would actually stick around and remain faithful to me this whole time, but apparently they decided not to be. Ooh. Okay. Do I fight this? They do outnumber me slightly. They do have cataphracts. We only got basics like Scaracotes and Perfectories, Eastern Army Legio. You know what? I can't be bothered to do a basic style like this, so we're just gonna do this. Okay, we lost it. It's okay, we'll add it to the list of things we're gonna have to reconquer. It was a valiant defeat nevertheless. And Sinope. That's not too far away, but we can actually send something down there reasonably quickly. Hispania has been... What's been defeating Hispania? The Geats. Huh. Okay. Oh yeah, that's it, because I remember looking up here to look at the faction. I thought, oh, that's funny, they only got that one region. But no, they've been conquering pretty much all of Spain. Interesting. Grodd actually tried to attack the thing, and he's failed his mission. That's good to hear. We're being attacked by the Huns up here, guarding Sphing. Memia Agoria Severa has actually died from natural causes. We've got plague. All these pop-ups. Okay, let's have a look.
Ready for orders.
Okay, they've come after my faction heir. Okay, what happens to... To be honest, I feel pretty comfortable about attacking them. They do have second-tier troops and knockers and the like. We'll come back to them in a second. First of all, I want to see about dealing with the Attila once again. I just noticed our income's dropped by how much? We're only making 2,163 a turn. When did that happen? We can't have been making that much money from Hispania, were we? Pontus. We lost Sinope. We can't be making that much money from... you know that we've managed to drop nearly 18,000. What on earth happened? It can't be from us just losing Pontus. Pontus taking over here. That's not right. That sounds silly. It can't be from the fact we demolished these, because that... I'm confused. I have no idea. We'll have to march on nevertheless. Okay, let's go back here so we can defend Gothiscanza. Slow down. Stop, sir. Force march will get us into the city. Okay, you're keeping the population a bit cheerful, and my plus 14 already, that's fine. I might see about going after the Rugians anyway and taking them out, since they're doing thing. But speaking of the Danes and wiping things out, let's go up here. You're not going to get away from me, guys. Now, in reality, they've actually got a little bit of an advantage. The Danes has got the faction trait, I believe, that allows them to actually fight quite with their transport units and their land units to fight equally well on land as on sea. So, in a way, if you're playing as them, it's not really worthwhile recruiting proper fleets, because you're going to have larger army units in your land army that you can send to sea then if you build fleets. So yeah, I would like to be able to disband these then as well, but we'll deal with them shortly. I'll keep it a bit longer just in case I have to deal with any issues up in the north. What? Attila, what happened? When oh fuck gods, when did you get over there? Okay, right. Let's send my agents after you now. It's going to take a few turns, but we'll get there eventually. In fact, how long is it going to take? About 4 turns. Right. Yeah, 1. Well, fingers crossed he heads towards Petrodava as well, so we'll be able to sort that out. In fact, let's start force marching you guys back, and we'll be ready then for dealing with round 2 of Attila. What's it round 3 technically, since I've already defeated him twice now. Okay, you guys need to head this way, and you guys need to head off. Right. He's not going to be able to get to there first. He'll probably attack Obia, if anything else. Okay. I'm going to just keep my money in the thing for now. I'm hoping it's just a temporary hiccup. I still honestly have no idea what could have caused me to lose that much money that quickly. In fact, one more turn. Let me send you guys after. Then we'll send you guys first of all to. Let's move you guys down to Myra. What we can do now, we can send my army here over towards Sinope in order to wipe out Pontus and take it back. And then we can send them down south, join up with the fleet in order to head over that way. Over here, you guys can go after Dagestan. Right, attack.
Siege to the settlement.
Okay, it's going to be fairly even. I'm thinking though I'm going to let them come out to attack me. The Bansbar is pretty thing in my favor. Well, I would say unit wise, I was expecting him more to be in my favour. But I'll let them come out to attack me, I think, rather than deal with the hassle of a siege of attacking a town. Just don't really like doing that, but Centrally's more men than I'm comfortable with. What can I say? Right. Okay, we'll end the turn for now. Oh, new tradition? Up here. Okay, well, you guys have technically been taken out. Oh no, that's not going to make sense, going for Nomad Hunters. Let's go down, light training. Let's give you military engineering. Okay, and let's continue repairing these. And Uyam. Oh yeah, you're under siege at the moment, aren't you? What happens if I try to fight them? It'll be a pretty standard battle, me versus them. I'll number them 2-1, but they're gonna have quite a number of horse archers and devil archers to deal with. We'll leave it for one turn, and we'll deal with it next turn. Ugh. Why did I send a
I
champion in
live
there?
for
I'm
battle.
not sure.
We dream
What?
of it. We relish it as others do a fat goose. And you look plump.
Wow. That's not nice of you to comment on my weight, for starters, mate. Volk. Okay, so the Sclavanians are now declared war on me. They don't like the Eastern Romans. Okay. I think that might be because we had something to do with them getting wiped off the map in the first place. But we're going to do this, and I could call my allies in. I suppose I would think, I mean, a lot of them don't like them anyway. Like, a lot of my allies like me, and no one actually likes them, so we'll call them in. No one's decided to not join in, so that's fantastic. If Africa want to go and start taking their region, then I'm not going to stop them. What can I say? But I have learned my lesson with Nobatia that I have to make sure they continue to stay on my side if I do allow my puppet states and that to join in. I just can't believe the level of treachery that I experienced that last turn, and it was unexpected as well. There was probably a pop-up or something that's said about it, but you guys have seen how it is in Attila. There's so many pop-ups that sometimes at the beginning of the turn, you just click and go through everyone. At least it could be worse. I mean, when you go up against the Sassanids and their puppet states, if I remember right, I had quite a lot of them just from the agent spam that you end up experiencing throughout, where you just have to sit there and you just go, okay, click, 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 click. Okay, we're going up to Arheimer. Okay. At least I know where they're going, and like I said, agent spam them. Ooh. The way this is going, though, I'm beginning to think more and more that I could take Italy for myself. And I'm not just talking about Italia, the province, I'm talking about the whole leg, so to speak. It does look like a leg. Well, I can't blame you. Because, yeah, if the Western Romans are losing their presence on the island, they've only got... I believe I saw they had got a province, Ravenna at the moment, and they're losing Mediolanum, because it's been under siege by the Hunnic Horde. So yeah, our province right next to us where Aquitania is, they've lost two of their settlements have been razed to the ground. So once I've defeated Attila, I could go and recolonize them, and I will have to take them. So if the Alamans decide to take them, for example, I will have to declare war on them. Yeah. Okay, they've still got a presence down in the south of Italy. That means I could, in theory, keep them as my military ally, and then just simply attack them.
A simple tribute is all that is expected and needed. Then all can be fair words between us.
Do I do this? 4,680 for payment, and they will gain peace with me. It's tempting, just because it would save me the hassle of having to go down there and fight them. But no, at the end of the day, they've betrayed me. The least I can do is take them out for this treachery. And I'll tell you what, I will accept peace. Right? I will accept peace on one condition. You become my puppet state once again.
A simple tribute is all that I thought more.
Okay. Well, I gave you guys the option, and you chose not to. So when the 8th Legion marches down and wipes you out, yeah, no one to blame but
Many
yourselves.
good men have died in our wars. Perhaps your decision...
Pontus, you decided to rebel against me. We are the true Romans now in this map. The Western Roman is a fraction of its former glory, and we are the most dominant power in the campaign, and you have decided to rebel. No, that's not good enough. You guys, okay, consumption, okay, that's not too bad. Someone's picked up the trade healthy. Eutropius Varvanius Virgilius. Okay, strong as an ox, that's good to hear. Military investment, our income's jumped back up again. That's great to hear. I wonder why it dropped down to just 2,000. Okay. Right. Attila, where have you disappeared off to? You're over here. Okay, agent spam. Continue on your way, good sirs.
Bringing destruction and chaos. Sabotaging. I cannot
That
continue
looks
this road.
like an interesting area. What's going on here? Antian separatists have got lost agents here. The Antians have got agents here, and Slavic rebels in general in this area. Interesting. Oops, wrong person. Where's my other spy? Here he is. Go over there, continue to hinder the army. We're gonna go for a scissor movement, I think. I'm gonna move... Alright, we want him to head this way. Yeah, we'll send one this... We'll send them both this way, I think. Okay, that looks like that.
Ready for battle.
Okay, we've got agents trying to take Savaria here and Sicilia, but they're not doing much good. We'll take you out of force march. We'll fight this battle this turn, I think. I don't particularly want to be dealing with it, to be honest, but it needs to be dealt with one way or the other. Can I go after that? No, I can't. Just out of range.
I don't care how tired you
Alright, tell you what. This is actually now converted over to a Roman settlement. So we actually do have the garrison here now, with Eastern Armored Legio and Armored Sanctuarian now. So what I'm going to do, let's move you now back over to Region. If they do try to attack, at least we're going to have a small advantage now with the garrison that's here. And I think that's a proper fleet, so if they do attack, there are ways of dealing with them, shall we say. Okay, let's disband that. We're going to get, first of all, a proper religious building going here. Our income's come back, so I'm feel alright about doing this. Scriptorium, Tabernae. We'll continue to demolish it and get a capital being built in the settlement, I think. Oh no, I'll tell you what, no. Let's get our Tabernae done. This one we're going to convert over to a farming colonia, so we can get that under control. That gets wiped out. We'll convert this over to fishing jetties as well. I don't need a fleet up here in the north in particular, so we'll do that. We'll go for industry. And, okay, the -1 for food. That's going to give me plus 100 once both are built. We'll convert this over, I think. Let's see. I'm going to go for a reservoir. We don't need the extra growth necessarily because the entire place has pretty much been under solid control now of us. We don't have any extra building slots, I mean to say. That's the word. Okay, let's do that. Let's head down here now and deal with the Huns. So we're going to have a battle.
ready for battle.
3rd Legion against the glory of Organ. Okay.
Himself.
Let's fight this out. Let's have a quick look to see what the map's going to be like, and you're going to have to excuse me one moment when I mute this. At least my commentary bit. Excuse me, I've come down with a little bit of a cold, so I've just got blocked up nose and all that. Okay, this looks like an interesting map. It looks to be like a river going through this as well, or something, whatever this line is. Let's do it. We haven't got the best cavalry advantage, but what we do have is a lot of infantry. And as long as we can weather the storm of arrows that are going to be heading our way, we should do okay. They do have lots of horse archers and devil archers. They do have those knockers. They've got devil troops. They've got... It'll be annoying, but hopefully we can use my infantry just to stop any flank attacks that happened. We'll use our main line, of course, in order to defend against the charges that will be coming our way. And use our crossbowmen and our archers to do as much damage to enemy units as they come charging in. We'll make sure to use flaming shot for the most part. And yeah, we've actually got a unit of Eastern troops. I don't think I've actually had a chance to use these in battle myself, personally. At least I don't remember using them, so that'll be interesting. Just something to stand out a little bit. It is a little thing about the bonus... It's late, that's my excuse. There is something about using the levy troops I quite like when it comes to Roman factions. It gives you that taste that, because historically, like the old Roman legions used to use auxiliary troops based on where they were fighting or where they may have been recruited. So it made quite a lot of sense, for example, if you had people that were raised near Jerusalem and that, to be having a lot of slingers, for example, from the Jewish people that lived there, or if you were in Germany, you have a lot of Germanic soldiers being taught to fight with that way. It leads to a bit of individuality to the legions, which I quite like. But anyway, it wasn't a river, it's just a road going through, so we're just going to be coming at us, but we do have the town garrison coming in as well, so I'm going to pull back a bit, just because there's no real need for me to think. I can let them come in, my garrison come up behind me then, and I can make them tie them out a little bit more by coming straight at me this way. So we're going to put you guys in the front line just along here. I'm not going to hide in the corner, so as tempting as that might be actually. Okay, you guys can go into there. You guys, to be honest, that's going to give me, Mobile Studio is going to give me a better missile block chance and entity mass, but that does give me better shield defense. But we haven't got a lot of enemy infantry exactly to worry about, so we'll do that. We'll put you guys over on this flank as well. We'll tilt you up slightly though. I know we're just coming up to the border of my deployments there. We'll put you guys here. Put these guys exactly like it is, so we'll have the Eastern Spearmen, because these are going to be more like the armoured, the Armenian spears, but we can have them in formation, and hopefully they will take as much missile fire. Square? Yeah, we'll do that. We're not planning to move all that much, so that's fine. Okay, General, we'll just form you up back here, along with the Scout Equites. Not that you expect to do miracles with these guys, but you never know. You never know. Okay, let's deploy you guys in here. Can we spread you out a little bit? Just to try and avoid some missile fire. And we'll make sure, let me see. Flaming shot, that. Let's do that. Okay, you guys need to go a little bit more forward. Actually, don't go too forward. Depending on their trajectories, I don't particularly want them shooting into the back of my own troops. I think that was happening once I tried some of the previous battles. Okay, I'll tell you what actually, let's keep you guys out of loose formation for now. Okay, here comes the reinforcements. Okay, you guys come out of formation slightly, and we're going to spread you out a little bit more over here, just so we can defend a bit more of my flanks. You're over here just doing fine. Okay, archers, we'll have you forming up here as well. Okay, slow things down quickly so we can get that going a bit. Okay, sword unit, we'll have you forming up right along here. I know, you're praetorians, you're not actually any good on the front line. Okay, you guys can form up along here. You guys, spear unit, form up along here. No, we'll have them here, in fact. This will be an opportunity for them to sort of fill the gaps in case we have any issues come up. Okay, archers, cavalry, we're going to put you back here. Praetorians, we'll deploy you here as well. You're not going to do all that much. Although, what's this? Encourage. We do have the ability then to actually improve our morale slightly. That would be useful. And according to this, they're actually supposed to be fairly decent against most of the enemy's units. Yeah, the only ones that would be a thing is the proper dedicated, like, Hunnic Devil Cavalry and the like. Okay, you guys, we're going to give you no, not that. We want Flaming Shot and this. Okay, here comes the first charges. Okay, they are going to start about flank. Okay, you guys charge over here just so we can get ready in case they decide to swing around. Or they're going to do their normal thing of just catch me on the corner there. Okay, you guys can charge straight in here. Right.
We await your command.
Here they come, counterfacts. When we can get that charge in first of all and just prevent that from taking place.
The enemy is going for our general. Protect him.
That's okay, General. I think we should be okay. What can we use? Second wind. Not that we've got a lot to worry about when it comes to that, but... Okay. We need you guys to get into a formation quickly. Yeah, shield wall. That'll do fine. No, let's put you guys into Testudo. More arrow protection that way. You guys need to get into armor. So do you guys. You guys fighting them. These ones are just being attacked by an onslaught of cavalry, even if most of them are just basic Germanic troops. Alright. Form up. Now the patience waiting game takes place. Okay, I tell you what. Let's put you guys into one group. I don't need them to attack units. I would like them just to try and attack these units. So, tell you what. Don't get. I forget that there's keyboard commands. I don't want to have it that they actually stay in a fixed group formation, because otherwise they will overextend and maybe again risk of being attacked. Okay, cavalry. We've managed to take these out. Great. You guys go in there and attack these now. You guys, where are you before? You were apparently here. Okay. Alright. Okay, Spearman, I need you guys to come down here and block this flank. It seems like we're taking a lot of friendly fire.
The men are broken and running for their lives.
Okay, let's move you in here now and block this gap before any spearmen get any of these cavalry units get any ideas.
For the guards!
Okay, get in here quick. Alright. You're still in for Testudo, fantastic. Alright. Okay, you guys... Can't actually get you guys to retreat off the map. That is unfortunate. Okay, cavalry units. In general, let's pull you back now. We don't need you to stay on the front line. There we go. They're starting to lose their units, their ammo, so they're starting to charge in here. Right. Where's their general? The general's right here. Okay. Alright, you guys, see about taking out this unit of Hunnic Devils. Okay, you guys need to form up here just in case we need you to come and block that line. Okay, pull back. I'll tell you actually, you guys pull over here and I want you to come and attack this unit of archers. I've still got a fair bit of thing, but they're right up close to mine. Oh, you guys managed to fight through. Sods. Okay. You guys... Let's put you group of 2 and we'll have you to come and attack this unit. Not that there's really any men left, but might as well wipe them out. Okay. See if we can send this unit after those general's bodyguards. Okay, you guys come over here to help out there. You guys come out of the square. You're not doing anything useful otherwise, and come and attack them. See if this is going to do any use against the general. Okay, sorry, infantry, attack the unit, these guys. No, don't. I don't want them moving too far forward so they get into my line. I'd rather just go in and deal with them. There. Okay, do this. They're starting to retreat. That's perfect. You go. Enemy general is dead. That's that gone. So we want survivors. That's it. Chase after. Attack them, drive them off. There we go, there we go. Perfect. End battle.
Glorious victory will soon be yours.
Okay, we lost 634. I mean, that is fairly impressive. They lost 831. To be honest though, looking at their numbers, I don't really see how they've managed to kill that many. I mean, if you quickly add up, like, say, 30, 50, 90, 110... Yeah, well, the top line managed to kill nearly 200, so to be fair, I just wonder how many casualties it took from friendly fire during that battle. But we can take on the warriors, get some troops back. We'll keep that army going, because I don't want a fresh one to respawn.
At your command.
And you guys... Oh no, we can't replenish yet, can we? Crap. I forgot about that being the thing for Attila, for the Huns in this game. If you're a Christian faction, you can't actually replenish while they're in... when you've got a Hun horde in your province or your region, which is very annoying. Right, you guys, you're coming over here now to take on Sinope. And then we're taking you down towards Nabatea. Be interesting to check out some of the units like the Hitaria Guard that we managed to pick up now from getting the top tier infantry compound. Right, but once that's been dealt with, you guys can then march down towards Myra, join up with the fleet there, and we'll sail down then to Alexandria in order to take them out. We do also have the battle over here, don't we? But to be honest, this particular one, I'm happy to just wait for them to start lose their men and then attack. If Avia want to come and take Kafnan, then they're more than welcome to. They might be chasing after the Afgrid's main army here, the Fury of Venglatag Ragnar. Whatever that is. Okay, let's end the turn. Oh no, I forgot actually to do something. 1 second. Let's see. Let's go for conviction reviews. Because you're inspiring the local population, that's great. Let's go over to my faction leader. And... oh no, we actually just moved here this turn, wasn't it? Whoops. I was just thinking, oh yeah, I forgot I haven't ended the turn. I can go after the Rugians, hopefully take them at sea, because my army will do a lot better against that fleet, I think. Despite the fact that we've suffered from seasickness, just because of the amount of troops that we have in comparison to the fleet's crew. So that's something to keep an eye out for. Okay, otherwise, what else was the thing? Oh yes, I forgot to mention. I am in the middle of recording a narrative let's play, and I do hope eventually get 2 going. Now, I have said about doing Syracuse, and that is one I'm planning to do. I've been a little bit off-put by it recently when I went to record it after the update to Divide et Impera, because the C number that they used in order to determine the traits and that of the different individuals has changed around my planned story for Hero. In fact, they've now changed him from a guy that was originally supposed to have quite the academic military upbringing and supposed to be a fair, good and sort of character, and made him a sociopath. So that's going to be an interesting twist. We'll sort something out. But yeah, I do have another narrative let's play I'm starting to work on, and yeah, I hope you guys are going to enjoy it. It's not going to be a Total War one, it's going to be from another game series, and another sort of strategy game, but you guys have to stick around and wait and see when it comes out. I do want to have a couple of episodes ready and uploaded before it comes on public viewing, just so I can make sure I'm ahead of the curve when it comes to it, because they do take a little bit longer to do narrative let's plays. By taking all the editing and that compared to a typical let's play where you can just simply sit there, play it, record it, and just sit around and wait for it to render. Anyway, the Morians have entered a non-aggression pact. That might be something to watch out for, because I do have the province capital of their province under my control, Caesarea. So it does also have the potential of bit that it means I can attack them and take the rest of the province. Afgrids, no. You've decided to declare war on me too many times. No. You've made your final mistake. You're gonna have to roll over and die, like everyone else that has faced me in this game so far. Trapezes. What on earth? I was wondering for a second why he's got all his hair sticking out in tufts. To be honest, again, I don't really want to fight these. I'm just gonna go balanced. He will defeat it and maybe take him, but as I said, we've got the army on its way. We should be able to take him pretty quickly. And who knows, he might just sack it. There you go. But since they're still in my territory, any casualties that they have taken will stick with them. So next turn I can actually attack Sinope, take it for myself, and eliminate their main home capital. So they're going to start taking attrition with a bit as well. I have to say, touch wood, the security in my provinces seem to be pretty good. Grodd here is a really high tier shaman, and doesn't seem to have much luck when it comes to doing anything against us. Sclavanians have been wiped out already. Oh, Africa, good on you. That's been great news. Okay, Rugion, you're on your way there, that's fine, we've got 3 more turns here. Okay, we've got sanitation being done here. To be honest, there's not really much options I got here. The place is very infertile, so there's no point in me really getting infantry. I mean, a field or anything, so I might as well just go for the infantry. We'll get a capital built up then as well for that. You know what? I'm just going to go and attack. Do I want to attack the Danes straight away? It's going to take 2 turns to march over there, although I could just go straight by sea. What do they have in this army? The Brothers of Ice. But the thing is, if I move out and attack them... I don't really want them to get any larger. It's already a 15 stack, and Havan, what's their garrison like? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They'll have a 25 army against my 20. We are pretty good high tier units, and we've got a lot of variety in there. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to risk it. If we do this... Okay. That's a lot of warhounds. You know, let's retreat slightly. If I've still got enough movement points. Can we get onto land? No, apparently I have to... There we go. Let's do that. And again, I'm just going to... Because we only got 8 minutes, I don't particularly want to start the fight right now, just because otherwise we're going to be going over the time limit, and I am trying to stay within time limits nowadays. It's difficult sometimes, but I am trying to keep within the hour episode, because I did look it up afterwards. I thought the previous episode, which was only supposed to be 30 minutes, I thought it was going to only be like 35 or 40. Then I, finished the recording, saved it, and saved the game, and exited to go to edit the video. And all of a sudden it was jumped up to like 50, and I thought, what? Okay. Agents, where are you guys? Attila is right there. He's within 2 turns of movement. So we need you guys to come down here and harass him like there's no tomorrow. We want him to be so misdirected by all these agents. He doesn't know which way is up or which way is down. Okay, you guys need to be prepared. You're going to be taking attrition shortly. Okay, let's move you guys up here. Okay.
Waiting for more orders.
Would it be much... No, it'd be best if I head this way, it seems. Okay. Let's see, 55% chance of... let's see. Tell you what, let's pop you... that's 25%. 55. Let's put you here. Seems the roads are very well built in this region. Oh, you're still on force march. That's why I was still able to move around so much. Crap. Okay. Let's just put Margie here for now. Margie here for now. Okay. We're going to be taking attrition, unfortunately, and I can't move them out of 4 stance. That was my mistake. Okay. Over here now, let's deal with this. It's not that far away when you think how much snow. It's right here in Greece, and yet here we are right here in a bit of sun. Although there's plenty of snow here as well, to be fair. Okay, let's go over here and attack Sinope. Attack, please. Okay, we're gonna go for a nice protective stance. Just wipe them out with our infantry. And have large onagers and the like. Hopefully we haven't caused too much damage to the town. 59 men lost. That's not bad. So I could actually subjugate them, but I want my place back. Thank you. Okay, we can now repair these. Now, at least there's not Nicomedia. They could have gone a bit more better with some of the troops here. In fact, let's do that. Okay, what's the situation? Minus 48. We're going to have another rebellion taking place here? You're kidding me. Conquest, minus 16 for food, minus 14 at the moment. Stability. Oh, God's sake, that's going to take longer than I anticipated to settle down. Crap. Okay. Let's think. Let's, first of all, build up another Greek basilica. That might help out a bit. That would increase public order by 1. That's not actually going to do much use. Scriptorium, you're not actually going to do much. The only thing I could do is get the auditorium in order to get plus 7 public order. It's going to drop down to 20. It's food that's the main issue at the moment. Okay, Nicomedia, let's swap you over to get some fishing jetties going. And we'll convert these into farming colonias, since the fertility is very poor right now. If we can get that sorted out, that might be something at least. Can I get any more armies? Let me just check. No, 12 out of 12 armies. Crap. Oh, actually, no, thinking about it. If I pop back down to this corner of the map here, because we've now dealt with all the rebellions and all the situations we had down here, touch wood, it's not going to be a problem anymore. So we could actually just disband this army. And we can then retrain another army then, up by here, just to try and keep the settlement, the area under control. Until we get things, the public order gets a bit better. So we can actually come back here. And let's pick someone who's going to be reasonably loyal and okay. Zio, nope. Cannon, you're crap. Landowner. Let's just recruit a brand new one. Restate the Legion as well. See, Palatina, Cavalry Guard, or Commerce. We'll get Commerce for you guys. You guys can pop in here, and let's see. So, Lanciari Sirius. Some Eastern Armor Legio. Okay, and there we go, that should do nicely. Just a small little gas and to keep things under control. We'll keep these guys here for one more, well, they can't move, but we need them to take out the Griffin's Grace. You guys can stay down here for the moment until we're ready to sail you across. Okay. See, Governor. Let's give you that, and extra level of a 40. That increases the public order. You general of... Okay, you're the general of that newish army that I've recruited, but your 40 is absolutely crap. Okay, let's give you Legatus so we can get that. Let's see, is there anything here that's useful? Wolf Pelt, not so much. We'll give you... Let's give you a chainmail shirt in order to improve this bit, and we'll give you the Pateria in order to give me my upkeep cost bonus. That should do nicely, and then we get this one. And as we're going to be having you facing Eastern Empires, we'll go for that one for the moment. I don't know if Nobati technically counts as an Eastern faction, but I'm sure it does. It must do. They have the Eastern units, so I presume they do. I have to be honest, I'm a little bit annoyed. I was hoping to actually deal with Attila in this episode. Like, we've now come up to the end of the hour, so once the end turn phase is over, unless something pops up, we'll be ending the episode at the end of this phase. But yeah, I was actually hoping to have dealt with Attila by now. Something must have happened to him when, with the small little army he was commanded before, the survivors of the previous battles we've had against him, for him to all of a sudden take over the Drifters' horde. So it just means now the armies that I sent to deal with him have to now travel all the way back in order to fight him again. And hopefully now we've defeated him twice. So as far as I've looked it up, and the number seems to vary between 3 and 4. At least until we get the notification that he is no longer immortal. And now we can go out and wipe him out. So that's the plan. And we'll just have to continue it next time. We should be this turn, in fact, able to move and hopefully misdirect his armies and slow down his movement points. So that's actually something I want to do before I finish the episode, just so I can make sure that I know that I have done it, in case I start the next episode and I lose the opportunity to chase him down because he's... Oh. Well, Africa wasn't sticking around too much, did they? Okay. What I'm more interested about is that little army right up here. So as long as you don't move, or if you try and move in, I have so much troops there to misdirect you, you will not be able to know which way you're going. I'm thinking it's a good idea though that I kept a lot of my armies still on my western borders where the former Western Roman lands. Just in case something's come up, because there's a lot of hordes there, and I'm quite worried about the settlements I did have, which didn't have walls. Some of them further back, closer to the centre of my empire, I have made sure to turn them into garrison towns, just so I don't have to worry about any situations that could pop up from that. But we'll wait and see. I also have to look into...
Shall we hack at each other until our enemies can
gorge
themselves on warriors' flesh?
Yeah, Rugians, I'm more than happy to allow you to have a peace treaty with me this time round. Yeah, we'll take it. They don't like the Huns, so hopefully the fact that we're at war with the Huns will actually keep it fairly neutral. And it means I don't have to worry about them trying to attack my other settlements in the meantime. You guys, of course, are going to continue to attack that. You guys are heading down... Oh, you're coming towards attack Lazica, but Aria are coming on their way. You guys are doing a suicide attack. That's fine with me. We'll just treat a nice balanced one this time. Don't want to run the risk of taking too many casualties because of the fact they have more artillery. Actually, they got an equal number of artillery than I did, but I had large onagers and they didn't. We only lost 145 men. That's not bad. And Pontus has been eliminated. Because I haven't done it myself, that should count towards the number of factions I've eliminated from the game as well. So, yeah, that should work out. There's another rebellion, of course, by Nicomedia. Luckily, though, it's by the settlement that I've decided to build up the small little garrison force, so at least that's better than nothing. So we do that. Pontus has been defeated. We've lost some units. Now complete the terms of office. Oh god, so many clicks to go through. And I just noticed as well that someone else is going to rebel, like, soonish. Crap. Okay, we'll check that out in 1 second. Okay, you guys, I did see as it popped up, I can just upgrade and get some better horsemen. Okay. Alright, we're just going to head over here. Oh, it's tempting actually. I'm gonna let the rebellion go for another turn. I'm just gonna have to remember for the next episode to clear up. Okay, spies, hunt down and hinder his army. Now, 50-50. I mean, there's every chance that we might not be able to do it, but with 3 agents, hopefully I can at least get 1 or 2 hinders out of 3. Success! Oh, great. Okay, you guys need to go and misdirect as well.
Destruction.
So you're going to get a chance. Successful as well. Fantastic. It's 2 out of 3. Or 2 out of 2, I should say. Let's try this one. 50% as well.
Darkness.
Come on. Failure. That's okay. It's okay. Right. Most important thing is, can I attack him? It looks like it. So, it's going to be a little bit of a tough one. He's got one of the upgraded ones, but yeah. That's going to be another battle for the next episode, and knowing how my computer decides to run things will probably take up most of it. But in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you very much for watching as always, and I shall see you in the next one. Until then, goodbye for now.